Okay, so this week's task is a theory task. So we're going to look at hardware of a computer system. If you look at the teacher presentations, there's two there. You need to work through those, both of those. If I just quickly look at the first one, it'll tell us what the topic's about, input, output devices, and so on. It tells us the aims of the lesson, and then it'll tell us a brief understanding of what each of the things are. So an input device allows us to input data, sound, text, images into the computer system. And it'll tell me what hardware is, output devices are, and then we've got the task then. It says go to your work booklet and fill in this table here. So again, on the classroom, you've got the hardware work booklet. You can click on your particular one. It tells us the things that are in here. You can tick these off or say yes that you've done them. Goes back through some of the main points. And then we're on this bit here. We said that's the first task. So it says name them and tell me whether they're input or output devices. So the first one, hopefully you can recognize that's a monitor. So some of them are images. So we need to go to edit the image or the Google drawing. Click on the little text box. I'll draw the little text box inside here. That's a monitor. Save and exit. That'll appear in here then. And then below it in the little table, I could say whether that's an input or output device. So you should recognize that that is an output because I can actually see what happened to the computer system on the screen. Then I can carry on working through, obviously, the actual presentations. So it tells me what these little things are, so I can actually make some understanding myself about each of the ones. It tells me what inputs are and all the rest of it, processes, storage, and output. I can put those into my own words and place them in the table. Here. And then carry on going. It tells me here that I need to fill in the blanks. Well, I should be able to just type in these blank spaces here. This one here, question 2. Think of 2 examples of input, process, storage, and output. So I could edit the image, or better still would be just to move this out of the way. Type your answer in here. Okay, and then drag maybe this back. Okay, so just keep it all neat and tidy. We could just delete that. Carry on going. Same sort of principle for all these. When we get to this, obviously you can edit this again and add the text boxes. We go down to this one here, then you've got to draw labels on here to label these devices. So you need to figure out where the keyboard is, so figure out what port the keyboard is. This is a slightly older computer here, but we can actually see where the keyboard is, matching the colors to the actual keyboard symbol. So I can then go to Insert, Draw an Object. I'm going to click here, Insert, Drawing, a new object. Make a text box, keyboard, draw an arrow, save and close. This object now, I have to change the text wrapping so at the moment it's in line with text. Okay, I want to break that so that I can move the text anywhere I like. So I should be able to then reposition this wherever I want it to be. The last thing then is some questions, multiple choice questions at the end. A nice way just to do this is what kind of peripheral device is a hard disk drive. So hopefully you'll recognize that it's not an input or an output, it's actually a storage device. So I can either change the text color, or you might want to prefer to choose the highlight color, choose the highlighting option that you prefer. If this blue's your favorite color, let's put cyan on there, and so on. And then you're ready to hand that in. Good luck.